the last drop of my blood in the hallowed battlefields of Bataan. I faced my Creator with an overwhelming pride in my heart. God, I said, I have done my share. I have sacrificed my life so that my people may live in lasting peace. Today, I stood once more in the presence of God. Go back, he said. Look at your people in your country today. See how they have made a mockery of what you died for. See how they have destroyed the very essence of democracy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I yet come back. Not as a living mass, but as a ghost. As I look at the misery of my country today, at the look of fear and despair in the eyes of my people, my mind goes back to those days when we were hounded and harassed by the Japanese soldiers in the treacherous hills of Bataan. I see again the picture of a young boy, barely 15, who had no reason to be there, but had chosen to be there. I was that young boy. My father and I were living peacefully in our small mip hut in our mountain farm. And then one day, the brutal Japanese soldiers swooped down upon us. My father and my mother were hogtied. And before our shocked eyes, my mother was abused and raped. I felt a burning pain run through my body and everything went blank. The next thing I knew, I was being lifted up. And through misty eyes, I look up into the kindly face of my Filipino soldier. I was brought back to their camp alone. Yes, alone. Because my father and my mother were already dead. That was, ladies and gentlemen, there in Bataan I fought, and there in Bataan I died. Today, I stood once more in the presence of God. I see my people clutching their guns close to their breasts with an overpowering hatred in their eyes. Pride swells within my breast. I know democracy is again being threatened. But as I look more closely, blood freezes within my throat. There, amidst the mangled bodies and body corpses, I see again my people fighting and killing one another. I see them butchering our own children, destroying our homes, and raping our own women. What possible power could have twisted their hearts and minds that they would now kill one another? What possible godless power would have robbed of their decency that they would now violate the chastity of our own women? In sheer desperation, I tried to blot out all these things from my mind, but they come back to me in all their brutal vividness. I hastened to my Creator and I cried out, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Thank you.